What is up, everybody? Welcome to episode 11. 11 already. We're flying. Our complete course construction series. I am Crazy Canuck. You know that already, obviously. I don't know why I said that. I don't know. Anyway, we have just finished the big reroute of this golf course. I mean, the front nine, I think. The back nine we can work on. But I think I'm digging this right now. So we have hole 1 and 2, which remained untouched. And hole 3 has now become hole 9. So I've got a lot of comments about what I should do and what I shouldn't do. Thank you. I appreciate them. But my golf course. I feel like I've been saying that all the time. But I do appreciate the input, and I do read them. I agree with some things, I disagree with others, but right now I'm pretty happy as is with what I got going on here. So we're going to build the third hole again, although this is a brand new third hole. I think this is going to be a really fun third hole here. So it's going to be a short, yeah, well, short-ish, just cracking 400 yards, I think. And the fairways kind of snake around here, which will be nice. So I may consider bringing 8 over here a bit, but it all depends on how much where I start the fairway. I'll probably start the fairway right here, I would think. And I'm just going to kind of use the coastline here. And I don't foresee it be a bunkerless hole. We could be talking another bunkerless hole here, people. Not sure what we would need for bunkers. We've got probably enough hazards here already. Anyway, plan is some initial work on our new third hole, and we'll see how far we get. All right, music on. And we've got the timer going 6 hours, 44 minutes. Let's build a golf hole. Okay, so again, I think this is going to look 2 is going to look so much better now that we've got 3 being built out here. So let's kind of give it a plan. So I kind of want to use this edge. It's almost like it's already built for me. Okay. I can almost use this almost like maybe a natural little like redan. I kind of see it sloping downwards like this. But let's just kind of draw out maybe an idea. Pretty simple green, I think. Something like that. Maybe I stick a bunker. But do I need one? I don't know. Might look kind of neat. And then I'm really just going to follow the coastline, I think. It's just going to kind of twist its way here. Gonna make it pretty wide. Use all of this cliffside. I think this might be a natural place to kind of be a very tricky tee shot, I think. So I may put some bunkers up on that little hill there. I just kind of saw something. See this kind of natural mound here? Because I could see people like this will be probably the line. Like it's downhill, 287. Maybe like a couple bunkers in there. Down here. Just maybe make the people think twice. And then that's going to look really good from here, too. Ooh. Sometimes you just kind of get excited about the idea of a hole. And I'm feeling it on this one. This is, I mean, I love this idea already, I think. I think we're ready to get started, try building this. This is not going to take long to build, to be honest. A pretty quick one, I think. Okay, not convinced on the green shape yet. Oh, so yeah, let's see what happens. Be a little bit narrower here. Only a smaller. Go. Sharp, smooth, or rough. Yeah, it feels like forever since I built a golf hole. We've been kind of fiddling and planting and forgot what I was doing for rough. Yeah, okay. That is what we were doing. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, I'm okay with that green for right now. We'll worry about the sculpting a little bit later. Yeah, I feel like this hole is going to come together pretty darn quickly. We'll have this whole hole built in an episode. Well, maybe we won't get ahead of ourselves here, but you never know. Yeah, maybe I'll give it a little bit more run out here. Let's really run it along this as much as possible. This is going to be a really fun, dramatic par 4, I think. Okay, so here I'm going to make this a little bit wider. I'd have made that too wide over there, but I can fix if needed. Go. So there are some questions. I know I didn't get to them in the last episode. Try to get to them today. Okay, there we go. Just pull out the distance mark. And there's tough to see anything there. Goodness, instantly hole 2 looks better now. So we're going to flatten it out a bit, but I'm honestly not going to flatten it out a ton. A great golf hole. So we're going to bring this up a bit. I'm excited about this one. So, talk questions here. What do we got here? Question for Canuck from Jamie Todd. What's your favorite user-created course and why? Okay, well, I wouldn't say my favorite user-created course is a super popular one. It was made back in TGC 2019 by a designer not a lot of people know about because he's not really designing anymore, or he's hasn't built something in a while, but every time he comes out with one, it's incredible. It goes by the name of RJ Wills 30. It's actually from Vancouver. It's like me. But he did one called Falling Water, and that course is incredible. You can pretty much, any one of his courses are outstanding. But, yeah, Falling Water is my personal favorite. It's like almost like a Banff mountain course. It's very good. I want to keep some of these little wrinkles. I want to make at least playable here. Okay. that's gonna be a tough tee shot. I think I'm gonna bring this down a little bit just so cliff shows a little bit more. Also, we've really got to flatten this. It's a little silly right now. Tricky about building this on basically the edge of the cliff. We don't want to lose too much of the, like, it's perched on a cliff, but we also want to make sure it's relatively flat. Or this is going to require some big-time sculpting. I wouldn't say big time, but I just said big time. Gonna need some sculpting help, let's say that. Here needs to be flat. Definitely too humpy and bumpy in here. Too humpy and bumpy. Still, I don't really like how it's almost looks like a bunch of speed bumps right now. Looking pretty good. A little wild. But maybe we gotta be a little more brave with this fairway. That. Make a really nice dramatic set of tee boxes. Bring that right down. I think the tee boxes we're just gonna kind of spread along the coast here. So we've been doing with tee boxes, just been sticking with like round ones. Haven't necessarily have to do that all the way through, but we go something a bit different here. Something like this. Do 2 tee boxes here. That. Put 1 here. 1 here. Bit awkward here, but go. Someone else asked a question. Golf Design HQ asked, how do you get into the National Treasure Competition? Well, that's a design competition coming up on TGC Tours. There'll be signups, and they'll fill up fast, and there'll be lots of signups, but there will be kind of a general criteria, well, it's one of those ones that previous experience is highly recommended. So if you're a new designer and you have not been in a TGC Tours contest yet, you might want to wait for the rookie contest first. But you can still try to get in. You never know what could happen. I'm not exactly sure what the prerequisites and all that stuff are. And I know it's a kind of a frustrating answer, but we do that for a couple reasons. I mean, we do have pretty big... Did I just ruin the view? They're pretty prestigious competitions, and we want the best of the best designing. And yeah, I know, I get it's unfair for people that are just getting into design. They want to build their, they want to do a contest themselves, but kind of gotta And I wish we could do contests every month, honestly, but it would just be complete burnout. It wouldn't be as special, so. Yeah, I don't know. Just sign up. You never know what'll happen. Look at that. Tee shot. Is it there? Kind of there, but not really there. I feel like I need to... wait there. Few things. I kind of want to bring this part of the fairway down a bit just to show it off a bit more. I also think maybe it needs to be a bit closer. So, you know what? I think we're going to ditch this idea. And we're going to carve into the fairway, or sorry, carve into the cliff a little bit more. This was the part I always knew was going to be a challenge for this, was going to be the tee box. Tee boxes on this hole. I want it as close to the cliff as I possibly can without sacrificing yardage. Maybe we'll put one there. Maybe we'll put one there. Yeah, that one's a little bit smaller. There. There. Alright. So, let's flatten it. That's a little bit unnatural, that little raised up area. So I try to just soften it a bit. So it's still uphill. And then I'll go back and flatten it again. And it's a little better. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a tight squeeze here because 8's going to come along here. I kind of wanted 8 to play along the coast, but 8's going to slot in here nicely. Okay, so tees, we've got those. One here. Gotta pull these tees out of the water. There. There. Okay. Now, still probably not liking sight. I don't want to make this drive too easy. I want that to kind of slope pretty heavily downward. So if people actually do clear that, they're going to roll into the rough. So I might adjust that camera so it's... They want to try for that, go ahead, but pretty easily bounce down into here. And I might even bring the water all the way in, and that could even bring water into play. But I also have to think about how am I getting over to 4. Could build a bridge. Thought about that too. A little tacky. That I have to think about too. But still, I think the first half of the fairway, which isn't really in play, I really want to show that off a little bit more. Let's save it. Spot. so let's... That's kind of what I want to do. Angle it downwards like that. Just to show it off a bit more. It's still way too slopey, but I think that's probably a bit better already. Shows it off a bit. Better. Still needs work. But better. That is just a treacherous looking fairway. Digging the undulations. Definitely a little more used they usually deal with. Bit too overdone. I kind of want that. That's the general line right there. But you gotta be careful, because you could end up that happening. I wonder if I maybe bring the fairway out here a bit. This is like an alternate idea. Wondering. I don't want to make it like unreasonable. I want to be able to hit this fairway. Whoa. But I need a layup option. And do I have a decent layup option? I don't know if I do. I feel like the layup is even, maybe even tougher. Throw it out to here. That's not the shot I wanted to hit. There's some issues with this right now. Are some issues. We'll get it there. We'll get it there. All about fairway sculpting on this guy. I feel like I need a little lobe in here. And then if I raise that up, I think that would look actually kind of cool. Show that like there is a spot here. Or there's a bunker there. Or I could go the other way. Ooh, decisions. I mean, how realistically is this? It's 38 yards. It's pretty wide. I'll make this a tough driving hole. It's a short par 4, so let's suck it up. I think I might put a bunker here. And then a couple in here. So let's look at bunkers now. I was thinking of doing a couple there. And be a bigger one here. Kind of raised up at the back so we can actually see it. That'll frame the hole kind of nicely. So let's use one of these guys. Yeah, do a couple little bunkers in here. Connect. Kind of like that. Definitely have to work on how it's sitting. I want it to show. Off T. It definitely looks terrible. I don't know. Might be having second thoughts about that spunk. Like it's getting a bit artificial. That's a little bit better. I just put it there. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Eventually, you just kind of gotta say, you know what? Bunker's fine. Instead of being like, oh, well, people like this. Like, what? If you like it, put it there. If you don't like it, take it out. And right now, I like it, but I might not next episode. Or even before that this episode ends. Who knows? Couple small little bunkers there. And I think I might just jam one here at the back as well. I think at the beginning of the episode I said, oh, no bunkers. And now we've got 4. Classic. Go. Looking really good now. Now if you look at 2, how much better does 2 look now? Now that I see 3 in the distance. The answer? Way better. Still not quite sure on that bunker. I don't even know if it's needed. Take a look. Not sure if it's needed. There's the ideal shot right there. I think I'm gonna pull it out. I think we're pulling it out. Did we put something else there? I mean, we could do like a little waste bunker, kind of something like this, but kind of sitting out in the middle of nowhere. I don't know, that kind of looks maybe a little silly. We gotta think, how are we gonna plant? I feel like we gotta make a decision how we're gonna plant around here and maybe do waste bunkers. I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do there. Well, let's sculpt what we have. around the corner here. A little bit more here. Not too much. Yay! Little tiny bunker here. In the shade. Little really tiny things there, but I think they look okay. Now, I can't wait to build this hole, by the way. That's going to be a fun hole. The first few holes of this course are going to be outstanding. Ghost. Just outstanding. Anyway, daydreaming ahead here. This is going to be basically a treeless hole. No trees here at all. I was thinking, oh, we could build a few little trees here, but that would just ruin the view. What I'm going to do with this piece of land, do I just bring it down? Decided about that. I feel like if I make this wider, that's going to just make this hole very easy. Kind of like the bunkers there, how it... Kind of like how it was framing it. Maybe just not too like, perched up, maybe. We go with like a couple smaller bunkers instead. Just to kind of fit the vibe of... that, and maybe one coming from the top, making its way down, maybe? Just playing right now. Just playing. Yeah, that could work. Maybe just lift back in. We need it framed on both sides. Okay. So, I like this. Sorry, I haven't been super chatty on this episode. I apologize. Times. Concentration on this one. Especially when ideas are kind of coming together in your head. Just gotta think through. What do we think now? Pretty good. Pretty darn good. Okay. Now let's give the green just make it playable at least for now. Let's make it playable for now. Then we still have lots of things to think about, like planting, for example, and how is the golfer getting from up here down to the 4th tee? Another big question mark we have. I might make like even a little hidden pathway that kind of goes down the bottom here. Something like this. Yeah, a little bit at a time here. You gotta be patient when you're doing something like this. Right now it's too steep. Little movements. I have to like dance or something. Still steep. I don't know if that's feasible. I don't. Again, it's. I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. So I think we'll have to come up with another plan. I don't know what that plan is yet. I also don't know what's going in here. How is the golf? Maybe. Gonna have to be like a land bridge of some sort. It's gonna just very gently snake it down. Just tiny. At least gives us something, but I still don't really like it. But it gives us an idea at least. Gives us something to think about. Okay. And then yeah, like I don't know, we still have to figure out how we're gonna plant the coast. The green still, what's gonna go in here. We have some decisions, but I mean we definitely got a pretty nice chunk down today. Okay, should we put a corny? I wouldn't say corny. We put like a little twisty oak out the. This is a little framing thing. No, that's super cliched, but. Here. Can't not. I don't know. I don't know. Lots of things to think about. But anyway, I think we're going to stop the clock there. And I feel like we're off to a really nice start here on this third hole. It's basically playable at this point. Yeah, fun little tough short par 3. And I think it's now, from here now, there's number 2, which we were having so many issues with. I think instantly looks so much better now, especially once we get this coast planted. We're going to spend a lot more time on this coastline now, obviously. So, exciting times, guys. So, I think this is looking good. So, let me know what you think. And again, always appreciate the support. Keep the comments coming. Love reading them, seeing what you guys think about the course and how it's coming. And I'm glad you're along for the ride. Anyway, we'll be back next time. Probably pretty quick. I'll probably record another one tomorrow, as I'm getting quite excited about the direction this is going. So, anyway, thanks for joining me. See you later.